Welcome to Toffee Blue View, your source for all things Everton. Max and Terry are here. They were nice about it. So, guys, people are saying right now, with was it 5 games in to our season, we're already hearing some Sag Silva shouts, which seems a little early. It seems, considering we've lost one match. However, it was to West Ham. But whatever. But the main thing you're hearing from a lot of people is patience is needed. So let's talk about how much patience is needed, all right? Because I don't want to sit there and tell the people that are being impatient that you're wrong, because everybody supports a team in a different way. All right,
Yeah.
So let's just go ahead and lay that out there and let those people know. We're not telling you how to support your team, all right? But I guess this is just our view on how patient we should be. And I feel like all three of us might be viewing this differently, okay? So, Terry, I guess let's start off with asking, is it fair to judge Silva on these results with these players?
No.
Considering injuries and that kind of thing.
No, not at all. I don't think Guardiola could have done much better with considering the circumstances, because he's got a lot of the players he's bought aren't fit. A lot of the ones he's inherited have picked up injuries, and it's still very early days. There's some of the bad habits they've got are going to take a while to get rid of. Some of them are from as far back as Martinez. Some of them are from Koeman. Some of them are from Allardyce. There's some things that he could improve on. The zonal marking clearly is not. It's not a new thing, but it's become worse this season, and he needs to take the rap for that. But no, I think it's ridiculous to judge him at this point. I don't think any manager in world football could have done a vastly different job considering the circumstances. No.
Max, what do you think of that?
Well, I think in this social media and digital age, there's an ability to catastrophize everything so much earlier than what it needs to actually be. Like, the panic button's pressed far too soon in all these different instances as soon as results go south for a few managers. It brings me back to, if you remember, Jose Mourinho's press conference after Man United got beat by Sevilla in the Champions League, where he was listing, what Man United have been through since Sir Alex Ferguson left. And in a weird way, you could almost look at it in a similar way to since Moyes left. For us, we have gone from a period of real stability to turbulence, where, we've gone through Martinez, we've gone through Koeman, we've gone through, Allardyce and his lot. And lots of ins and outs of who's in charge of the club, when for so long we didn't have that. We had our hierarchy and we had our structure. So due to the turbulence, I think, as Terry said, we've got all these problems that are kind of mashed together and put into one. And now, I think obviously the summer just gone, we've got this kind of real professional outlook now, where it's right, we're hiring people who are going to fix the mess. Marcel Brands with a huge statement in that, and I don't think you'll hear anyone having a go at him or questioning his role. And again, kind of links to what I said about the social media. Managers get the rap straight away. As soon as something doesn't go right, it's always the manager's head. But I don't agree with it. Obviously, as I said, we've been through so much. Now we actually look like we've got a professional setup with a bit of, with a long-term future in sight. And, we knew we were going to have bad games and bad performances this season. So just, it is what it is.
I guess I hear what they're saying, because I was angry and I felt powerless. That's one of the things where I feel like a lot of this comes from, is when you watch your team that you know everything about and you watch them get a result that is beneath them. That result is beneath this team. I actually feel like that result was beneath that performance. I actually felt we should have had more goals. I didn't think that's the worst I've seen Everton play, despite losing. I thought we created. It's these little mental errors that are driving me insane, all right? We didn't mention it, but we didn't concede from a corner. Hey,
Yeah.
There's a positive. Hey, you know. But we didn't really give up a lot of corners, did we? We didn't give them any opportunities. And so I didn't really, I don't know. I see hope in our play. When you watch us play, there are opportunities created. We are creating chances.
Yeah,
that
it's
is
come
very
on leaps and
different.
bounds.
Yeah.
It's come on leaps and bounds. And as I say, what it was with Allardyce, you know, I don't think any Evertonians could have gone through another season of that football, that kind of anti-negative football. So to have this philosophy, you know, a clear way of playing, it's the first time we've had that in a long time, and patience is needed. Football, you know, you need to be patient in this game. A lot of managers need time to implement what they want to implement, and this is just another example of that.
I mean, nobody likes losing games. Nobody takes it well, but football fans in general are hysterical now. Like they're the most knee-jerk groups in the world. No matter who you support, everything's massively over the top when they win, massively over the top when they lose. But people need to just remember and not lose sight of the fact that we went through great lengths and great pains to get this manager, this director of football. We spent the summer with a massive amount of recycling of players. We got rid of loads of deadwood, and he stripped it down to what I think is a very, very good, promising looking 23, 25 man squad of all the best and the best players and the young players. We're 5 games in, and we've had a couple of ropey performances with a lot of our players who are going to be big players missing, and people are already getting a bit of a sulk on you. Like, are you serious? You don't even know how good this squad is yet. It's not like it's Christmas and everyone's played and we're playing poorly and we're down the bottom. It's like, come on, there's still players who haven't even had a game yet who will be first team players, like Gerry, and I understand why people do it, but I wish they didn't. It's
exhausting. That's what it is. I think it's exhausting, and I don't think it's worth it. Honestly, it's not worth getting yourself so stressed out over one bad result. I thought, you know, we've got a good young manager in there, and he's part of a structure that something that we haven't had for God knows how long. This you know, the director of football model is something that I'm grateful that we've implemented at the club. You've got to give it time.
Yeah, there is this need to kind of get it out. Get out the anger, get out the frustration, and get it out somehow. And right now, the way a lot of people get it out is through social media. So, and some people, they get it out by, you know, talking to their friends at the pub, you know, getting that. But if you're like me, you don't get to go to the pub and watch a game very often, you know. So I could complain to my wife, which I do. I can complain to my 6 and 3-year-old, which I do, but none of them are really giving it back to me, you know, the way I. So what happens? That's when I get out that's when I clean. Because that's my energy. Because you feel like you gotta get it out somehow. There's venom,
definitely.
And that's the thing. It is this venom. You just have to spew somehow. I mean, with that West Ham reaction, I really did just want to say a bunch of bad words and be like, "There's our reaction." Boom, you know, because that's how I felt. I'm really angry about yesterday, but I still don't. It's still not the angriest I've been after a match. Last season, I got so livid after watching performances. Players were running after loose balls, at least yesterday, compared to sometimes last season where players couldn't be arsed. You know,
definitely.
Loose ball in the box, the other team could beat me to it, sure.
The manager couldn't be asked.
Exactly.
Like that manager had me falling out of love with the club, and like I still haven't forgotten how bad I felt supporting Everton at that time. So I'm still a long way off getting really down about the club again because we've had 2 or 3 disappointing performances. I'm sorry, they've got a massive amount of credit in the bank, Brands and Silva. They're going to have to take a while to burn through the rest of it. They're nowhere near it yet.
So I guess, long story short, too late. We get the frustration. We do get the the impatience, the anger, and all that stuff. We get it, and it's just going to happen. People are going to get angry, and they're going to put that kind of stuff online, and they're going to complain to their friends, and it's just a matter of getting it out. But we all support the club, and when Everton does well, we'll all be happy. So let's just hope that happens soon, so we can be united again instead of trying to figure out how we're supposed to be angry.
I know.
That's where we're at now. Trying to figure out how we're supposed to vent. You know? Quick question, though, guys. What will it take for you to start getting nervous? Who wants to start with that? What will it take for you to start thinking, okay, I don't know about Silva now? Seriously, what would it take?
At bottom 3 in March.
Bottom 3 in March.
I'm not kidding. It's the beginning of a project. We're not going to go down, and we're not going to win the league. So it'd take something pretty drastic. I thought we were too soon to pull the trigger with Koeman personally, because he didn't have a second transfer window to sort it out. If we were terrible, and even after the January transfer window was still terrible, that's when I'd pull the trigger and go, right, no, not working. I think people are too reactionary. It'd take a lot for me to start to turn around on that, because I just think people are too hair trigger.
Yeah. Max? I refuse to be in the situation already where you put me on the spot to whether I'd sack Silva or not. I don't know. As Terry said, summed it up perfectly there. It's the beginning of a project, and I mean, you could argue that we've been a project since Martinez kind of took over the reins, but now we kind of seem like we've got the kind of the business savvy about us to carry it forward in the future. Thinking about it, one thing I want to see improve under Silva, well, two things really. I was thinking, our record against the top 6 and our performances away from home more than anything else. If our away record continues to be poor, then you just think, then maybe it'd be a bit of a nag. I think that would be the stat that I'd whip out to kind of be a bit of a downer on Silva, but I'm far from slagging him off yet.
Yeah, it's holding us back at the minute. It's pretty bad, but in amongst the other things that just need correcting as time goes on over the season, that's pretty high. The top 6 and the away games, I definitely agree.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and say it. If by Christmas we are still every game making the same type of mistakes that we're making right now, like with the zonal marking, giving up goals on corners, totally unmarked men, having center backs not track back, not go with men back to give up easy goals, and if we are within reach of the bottom 3, I will begin getting nervous. Yeah. If I don't see improvement. That's the thing. Improvement is a big thing. My eyes. I trust my eyes when I watch a football game. Okay? And I'm sure you guys do too. If you're watching a crap product, you'll know. You know what I mean? We as Evertonians, we knew last season. We knew. Yeah, that's exactly. when we start seeing it and we start facing the same things, we're going to know, and we're going to say, okay, I guess nervous now. You know? But yeah, I'm a patient guy. I'm a really patient guy. I mean, I'm a filmmaker, and when you make movies, you have to literally understand it takes forever. Okay? Yeah. It is the longest process in the world. Yeah, so yeah, it's I'm naturally just very chill about this sort of thing. But I don't want to think just because I'm chill that everybody else doesn't have the right, everybody else has to be. You know what I mean?
That's a brilliant point, that though, because when we sacked Ronald Koeman, the results were terrible, but there was no discernible blueprint being built that you could get behind and go, well, the results are bad, but you can see what he's trying to do, you can see what he's working towards. I think as long as there's something in front of your eyes, like you say, and something you can get behind and something they're trying to build, the results you can sort of accept for a spell. But if there's nothing being built in front of your eyes, then that's when you start to worry. So It all depends on context.
Yeah. As with everything, it's rarely black and white. Yep. All right. So that's the end of our Patience with Silva segment. If you like our channel, please subscribe to it. All right. We get a lot of views, and people are not subscribed. Please do it. It's just a kind thing. But to be honest with you, it does kind of slap it up there in your subscription, so you can just go to it and see all our videos really quickly. That way you don't have to do any searching. It's just helpful for you. Also, you can find Terry, Liverpool Echo fan jury. He pops up there every once in a while, so check that out. And Max on the Toffee Blues website. And who knows what other podcasts he may do. So yeah, check their Twitters for all that stuff. Guys, we're going to finish with our best 11. So let's go do that. Bye.